Ohio basketball continues another strong start to a season with a take-care-of-business victory over Alabama A&M at the Convocation Center on Saturday. Final score, Ohio 72, Alabama A&M 47. I'm Russ Eisenstein, the voice of the Ohio Bobcats. Yes, this is the second straight year that Ohio's 7-2 after 9 ball games to start off a year. They went 7-2 last year. You'll remember 2 years ago, Ohio completed non-conference play 13-2. en route to a Sweet 16 appearance in the NCAA tournament. This was a ball game after a tough effort at Oakland and a game in advance of a tough ball game coming up against UMass, the nationally ranked Minutemen, on Wednesday night. And yes, Ohio took care of business. The Bobcats were up at halftime 37-22. Outdid the Bulldogs 35-25 in the second half. And they were paced by 3 players with a dozen points. Maurice Endor, Bean Willis, and T.J. Hall. Combined, those 3 had 36 points in the contest. Part of the reason why Ohio was so solid. The offensive end was very good, and the defensive end was too. Ohio limited Alabama A&M to just, let me get this right, 27.8% shooting. That's pretty good. Ohio's defense matched the offense today, and that's why they were so impressive. They took care of offensive possessions. They played a lot of guys, and a lot of guys scored. A little bit further down on the stat sheet, nice effort by Travis Wilkins with 7. 6 points came from Tony Campbell. It wasn't an offensive night for Nick Kellogg or Stevie Taylor, but you could get away with that when you have so many other players doing so many other things. And that's what happened, paced by the 3 that had a dozen points. Ohio now 7-2 on the season, a perfect 6-0 to start off the year at home. Up next, after this win over the Bulldogs of Alabama A&M, UMass. UMass is very good. They're ranked in the top 25. After the win over Northern Illinois on Saturday, they're 9-0 to start off the year. They've already beaten Boston College, LSU, Clemson, Nebraska, New Mexico, and they've beaten a couple of teams from the MAC, Eastern Michigan and Northern Illinois. They're incredibly solid. They're very athletic. They play with great pace. They most certainly are deserving of their first national ranking since the 1995-96 season. Ohio lost in Amherst last year. Chaz Williams, one of the best players in the A-10, is still there running the point. They still have Caddy Lillane, a double-double player down low. Ravel Putney's pretty good and athletic. They don't play a lot of guys because they don't have to. They're all very solid. They all play very, very well offensively and defensively. And yes, this will be the first ranked non-conference opponent coming into the Convocation Center since Kentucky came here in 1997. So you need to be at the Convocation Center if you can on Wednesday night. This is a big-time ball game, a marquee non-conference game of the year, and Ohio will try to get to 8-2 and 7-0 at home against UMass. But on Saturday, a complete start-to-finish, very impressive victory over Alabama A&M. 72-47 the final score. That'll do it from the Convocation Center. For the entire Bobcat TV crew, I'm Russ Eisenstein, and yes, this is Bobcat TV.